The Rick Owens show certainly stood out. I mean, it was a really powerful use of non-models. And I thought it was particularly interesting because, he talked about the exercise of having to design for so many different body types. And essentially, he made, 40 couture pieces in a way because there were no sample sizes there. So I applaud him for sure for taking on that challenge.
Rick Owens was one of the best shows I've ever seen in umpteen years going to fashion shows. It was so thrilling when all of the girls from those sororities came out doing the stepping, and then you saw the audience's faces and people were just, what is this? It's so totally astonishing. It was fantastic.
Well, it was a fantastic spectacle, one of the feel-good moments of the season, if not fashion ever. He rivals Marc Jacobs, I would say, for creating a fashion extravaganza. And this season, I think it made everybody feel uplifted and positive and like girl power.
To see someone who doesn't have to do that, who has an established brand, who could design for however he wanted to and put whoever he wanted to on that runway, I thought it was really nice that he decided to sort of broaden his vision.
Rick Owens was the highlight of the week. I mean, it was so much fun. The casting was incredible. It's been very amusing having overly svelte fashion friends of mine saying, but how am I going to look in those clothes? It's like, welcome to the rest of humanity. No, I thought the clothes were great, and it was really interesting seeing them on body types that we don't usually associate with the Paris runway. And it had so much energy, it was truly fun.
Rick Owens was a show that really put a smile on everyone's face, and that gave us a break from just seeing clothes on the runway. I think it's very smart of Rick to do something that sort of sets a mood rather than just show clothes. It brought a bit of American culture to Paris and a bit of subculture to Paris, sort of showing people something that they hadn't necessarily seen. And I think that's important in fashion. Fashion is more than just about clothes, it's about culture as well. So he did, it was great that he did that, I thought. One of my favorite shows.
challenging because once you have that sort of individual presence on the runway, I do think that it's competitive with your clothing. And with these girls on the runway, I mean, I do think that his clothes, to some degree, sort of played the chorus, and they were the stars. But that said, I don't think that the clothes always have to be the main event when they contribute so much to the sort of overall sense of the woman who's on the stage.
In those situations, the clothes always sort of take place second fiddle a bit. Looking back on them, I noticed a lot of just very wearable leather pieces, a very simple palette of black and camel khaki and white, much less sort of goth than he usually does, and I guess more street in feeling.
I mean, talk about bringing things down to the street and making it kind of real. I love the way he had there's no other word for it, but the balls to do that. I thought was great. I mean, the clothes were great, and that's the thing as well. You know, you're not just seeing the incredible steppers performing, but also you're looking at great clothes, and I thought that was really amazing.